Good morning, warriors. Fernando here, God's Prepared Warrior, and welcome to Monday morning. Most of you are like, Fernando, we hate Monday. And I will probably kind of back you up and say, yeah, that's probably true. But we always have to remember that this is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. And when we think in that way, Monday becomes a whole lot better. Good morning to all of you. Today, I want to talk to you about staying vigilant, right? Imagine you're walking through a quiet parking lot in the evening at dusk. The world seems calm, but beneath the calm, something shifts, a sound, a silhouette at the edge of your vision. Would you notice it? As warriors of God, part of our calling is to live with eyes open, right? Scanning, discerning, and ready. Today, I want us to begin with a foundational tip of the day for you, and that is stay vigilant. I know you hear me say that a lot. Stay vigilant, stay prepared. But today I really want to focus on that tip, that idea of staying vigilant. Vigilance is not paranoia. It's disciplined awareness. In preparedness, we often focus on the gear. We often focus on the plans. But your most powerful tool is your mind and your perception. When danger or chaos strikes, the first line of defense is noticing what's out of place, right? So I want to give you 3 layers of vigilance. So number 1, know your surroundings, right? You hear me talk about that a lot. Know your surroundings, your entries, your exits, your routes. Know all of those things. Look for cover points. Look for places that are well lit, right? Look for anomalies. That's important. It's important to be watchful in that way, because not a lot of people notice those kinds of things, right? We need to have a behavioral awareness, right? We need to watch people's behavior, right? Their nervous movements. Maybe we see somebody and they have nervous movements. Is that person suspicious, or is that just kind of part of their life, right? We need to be scanning with our eyes, right? Looking for maybe odd attire, right? Maybe there's somebody that's wearing a jacket and it's zipped up all the way and it's 100 degrees outside. That is kind of weird, right? So we got to be paying attention to those things. Temporal awareness. Watch the timing, the anniversaries, the political and social events, shifts in a routine, right? Tomorrow, if you don't know, marks the anniversary of the brutal October 7th attack in Israel, and where militants surprised concert goers, and they caused terrible loss. On days like these, tensions rise, right? Malicious actors sometimes stage unrest near memorials, near protests, or major events. Having this heightened vigilance is not fear, it is wisdom. So what do? Here's how we can apply vigilance today and even tomorrow on the anniversary. Like I said, scan, right? As you go through your day, mentally note you know, 3 escape routes, right? Choose. These are the escape routes. Maybe look for safe zones, right? In any place that you enter, right? If it's a store, a workplace, you know, or even your home, look for those things. Check the entry points, especially at your home, right? Check your doors. Make sure that when you close them, you lock them, especially if you live in an apartment. I don't think I need to tell you all of that, right? Windows, are they closed? Are they locked? What is the lighting like? Do you have lights that don't work because you haven't changed the light bulbs? And so at night it's like super dark? That is preparedness, right? Enhance them if needed. You know, maybe you need to upgrade the motion lights. Maybe you need to upgrade your locks, right? These are important. I would practice a 30-second audit. Pause every 30 minutes to lift your eyes and to glance, to look around, who's around you, what's around you, right? Notice what's changed. The next thing is layer your readiness. Don't rely solely on one sense. Use sight, use sound, use your peripheral vision. And, you know, all of this works together with the mindset, right? Pre-scan tomorrow's schedule because tomorrow is that anniversary. If you go someplace to remember or to observe the anniversary, go early, right? Arrive in daylight. Avoid congestion, avoid crowds that, you know, are not acting right? Stay off, you know, the main flow of the crowds because stuff can happen even there. So just wanted to share that. I have a spiritual reflection for you today. This is coming from 1 Peter 5:8. That says, be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Guys, God calls us to vigilance, not to live in fear, but to live in wisdom, spiritual alertness, and dependence on Him. Just as the warrior stands guard, the Christian warrior stands guard over his mind, over his spirit, and his surroundings. So remember Ephesians 6:11, you know, we put on the full armor of God. But notice that readiness is not an option. It's not an option. The shield, the helmet, the sword, they aren't useful if we never look for the attack direction, right? If we're running away from the attack, we're never going to use those things that God has given us. So stay alert, guys. Be in the spirit. Pray for insight. Pray for humility, and pray for wisdom to detect deception. And ask God to sharpen your senses and to protect not just your body, but also your mind. Guys, have a great Monday, and let us be ready at all times, right? The Bible tells us to be ready in season and out of season. So, guys, have a great Monday, and hope that it goes better for you, right? And look forward to seeing you on the next video.